Together again to entertain and play games. Welcome back, we're the 2-Bit Players.
Jeffrey, which quest should I undertake now?
Oh.
Two that I don't know,
Or the only one that you...
or free 7 scout flies.
How many? Oh, you've only done 3. Well, I don't want to just roll around looking for scout flies. Noah.
Well, maybe we'll find more quests, Jeffrey.
Because that's what we, the 2-Bit Players, do.
That's true.
Look at that. I flawlessly... What the fuck is that, dude?
That's
That big-ass guy.
Ogreman.
I flawlessly wove our intro. I woven it into a sentence.
Yes.
Into natural, witty banter.
Oh, there's no way I'm going to be able to get over there. I need more,
Right, I remember you trying to grab that thing earlier.
Blue Eco.
Don't you just have to destroy those, He just threw a thing at you.
Yeah, I think he's just throwing things
Is it ever gonna come down?
to be... No. Gravity doesn't exist in the Rock Village.
Right.
That's where we are. We're playing Jack and Daxter in the Rock Village. I just got a bunch of stuff in the Precursor Basin, enough to at least just say, that's all I want to do. And I'm going to move on to this guy without pants.
Let's do it!
Oh, no, not another hero. I lost my shorts on this so-called hero's big fight against the monster up there.
Oh, right, this part.
The smart money's on the monster. That wager pretty much tapped me out. So, I got
That knob on the barrel, is that his dick?
It's the quick access spot.
Is that his dickhead?
Yes.
I do have one more bet on mine.
His knob, you mean?
Yes, his knob.
Beat the record time racing Dead Man's Gorge in the Precursor Basin.
Oh, I gotta
race!
God, I gotta go back to Precursor Basin?
You must hit the nos.
Without a power cell.
Well, I'm
do
gonna
it.
give you some power, some orbs
No, the
first.
orbs are specifically just to buy power cells. Like, you don't need it for anything
You
else.
don't, yeah. It's literally a collectible that you exchange for more collectibles.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many orbs do you have? You've just dropped 350 of them.
I have 120 left. Let's see what this guy has to say.
300.
Oh, my aching head.
I thought that's one of your vital organs. Walk it off, tough guy.
Oh, sure, I was tough once. Maybe even the toughest of them all. I single-handedly defended this village from those horrid creatures for almost a year. Then that horrible monster arrived and commenced the boulder bombardment. So, full of valor, armor shining in the sun, I climbed the hill to take him on. But he pounded me like one tenderizes a yakao steak.
Been there.
Trying attacking him with your melodrama? Cause it's killing me.
After my last stunning failure, he sealed the passageway to his roost with a 30-ton boulder, leaving no way for anyone to challenge him again.
Coward's way out.
Sage, a master of blue eco.
It's like if the winner of the Super Bowl declares there will be no more Super Bowls.
Yeah, right?
We are victorious till the end of time.
Yeah, like
And he took
as if, like, you know, if whoever we elect as president declares there's no more presidency and they will be king or queen.
monster from coming
Be like, I will be the last.
harm.
Yeah, good job.
Don't talk about what could happen, Jeffrey.
When I run for president, that's what's gonna happen.
You run. You're very just vocal about your platform of new king.
Yes! This is my plan. I will be the last elected official of the United States of America. Kingdom.
Because we're renaming the country.
The United Kingdom of America! Oh no.
The United Kingdom of America.
Yeah.
I'm giving him 90 orbs for a power cell.
Oh, good.
You brought me the precursor orbs.
I feel like this little plot that he said was about as detailed as, like, say, a Banjo-Kazooie game.
Probably.
There's a giant creature and I gotta fight my way up to get him and, you know, it's cute. Oh, look at
Now
that.
he fixes the platforms and I don't have to get eaten by a fish.
Fuck yeah, daddy. Nice, bro. Oh my god, last night, guess what I watched?
What?
24 Hours to Hell and Back, starring Chef Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, wait. 24 Hours to Hell and Back. Yes, his
Yes.
show where he rolls up in his, like, giant RV
Just
kitchen.
like a massive like a truck?
Yeah, had you not seen that before?
Semi-truck? Never have I seen it in my entire life.
Was it the first episode that you watched?
It was season 3, episode 1.
Oh, you got to watch season 1, episode 1.
I can't because it was the only episode on Hulu.
Fuck that.
But have you seen season 3, episode 1?
I have not.
I was like, what the fuck is this show? It was the most American reality show I've ever seen in my life.
How so?
It was just so like, I almost felt like...
Because of his British accent?
No. Maybe that's not the best way to say it, but it was like, okay, ignore what I just said about the American thing. That doesn't make any sense. It felt like prime, like almost, it was like a Tim and Eric thing.
Okay.
Like it was almost like very cliche.
Just spoofing itself almost?
It was almost like it was like spoofing its own self because it was so ridiculous. And it was like, we got 24 hours. And he goes in, like, in disguise, part of this old folks home, like, field trip. And he's, like, one of the old folks in, like, a wheelchair, like an electric motorized thing.
Yeah,
And he goes in there and he's, like, eating the food and the oysters. He's with these 2 women and they're, like, 80s something. They're all actually old except for him, obviously.
Right.
And he's like, oh, these oysters are sour. Don't eat them. And he's, like, judging them. Because he's like, oh, when I show up, they're on their best behavior.
Right, so he wants to catch him off guard.
So he wants to catch him off guard. And then he's
So he shows up in blackface.
yes.
And you're like, ooh, Gordon Ramsay, this really is the most American show ever.
Yeah. That'd be pretty bad. But yeah, and he like gets up and he's like, I need to stop everything. And he still dresses like an old guy. And for whatever reason, the whole kitchen is like, wait, what? We have to go outside. Someone's stopping something. We all have to leave. And they like shut everything down all in a hurry. Like they don't know what the fuck's going on. And there's a whole fucking camera crew there.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like, how are they supposed... They're obviously on some sort of behavior because there's a camera crew filming them. And then they all come out and they're staring at this old guy. And he like very slowly and awkwardly removes all of his prosthetics and shit. And he's like... This is terrible. I'm sorry on behalf of this awful kitchen. Blah, blah. And he's like, I'm going to talk to everybody. You guys get the 2 fucking head owner guys. You go clean the kitchen. I'm going to talk to your staff and get an idea of how much they fucking hate your guts. But you're not around, so they'll be honest with me. Even though they're being filmed and it's being
And you're
going to
watch this later.
And you're going to watch this shit later. As I was watching, everybody's like, yeah, they don't even care anymore. And I'm just like, you're fired. You're fired. You're fired. And then it's like, all right, bring them back. They're done cleaning the kitchen, I guess. And it's like the timer's been going and it's now down to 23 hours and like 40 minutes. I'm like, it's only been 20 minutes? And they've done all this shit already?
Guess so.
It's so dumb. And I loved it. And I can't wait to watch another episode. It was just incredibly hokey and corny. It was like every Chef Ramsay show, like, more like, Kitchen Nightmares, right?
Dang it. Yes.
But like in super fast forward.
Okay.
Like, he has to, you've seen the show, so you know.
Yeah.
But he's got to like, redesign their whole
Thing.
their whole restaurant, everything. Completely come up with a brand new menu and mend all broken relationships between everybody, like the main players of this restaurant. So this one was 2 brothers.
Oh boy.
And they had inherited this restaurant. It opened in like 1935 or whatever, and it was like a huge popular restaurant. Now it sucks. And I'm just like, he's like a fucking like a therapist and shit, and he's only got and he mends this whole, he fixes their relationship, does all this shit, completely redoes their menu. So it's a brand new restaurant.
Yeah.
It's a brand new restaurant.
Because it wasn't working beforehand, Jeffrey.
I guess, but it's like, who's gonna go to, it was called like Lowry's or some shit. I'm like, anybody going there who used to go there like 40 years ago, they're gonna be like, what the fuck, this is completely different.
I might as well check it out.
But it looked really good.
Never know.
Anyways, it was the corniest shit ever, and it was like 11:45 at night. I'm watching this show, and the whole time I'm just like, what the fuck
rolling
is
your
going
eyes at
on?
it?
Like, what the fuck is this show, dude? It's wild bananas. You clown.
I got it, dude. Yeah, the first episode that we watched, I think it was season 1. the guy gets so like confrontationally emotional about everything. It's like this weird mix of just anger, and then he just breaks down into tears at everything that Gordon Ramsay does. It's really entertaining.
Oh, I definitely want to watch that.
Yeah.
They were hinting at the next episode, and the guy who's like the Chef Ramsay of that restaurant.
Okay.
He's like
the chef?
Oh yeah, I guess. Well, no, isn't that like is that the chef?
You said he's the Chef Ramsay of the restaurant, so what the hell does that mean?
Well, he's like in not Hotel Hell. God, he's got so many fucking shows. What's the original one?
Hell's Kitchen?
Hell's Kitchen.
Okay.
What is he? He's like the line? No, who is he in that?
Sous chef? The chef?
No,
he's the
not,
chef of the
he's
restaurant?
Not the chef, because he doesn't cook anything. He just yells at everybody.
The host?
No, maybe it is just.
I don't know
chef.
what you're trying to say.
Anyways, the guy that's like expediting the kitchen and yelling at everybody.
The expediter?
Sure.
I think that actually might be what
That
it's
might
called.
be it, actually. And he's just like a huge asshole, just screaming at everybody. And Chef Ramsay's like, "Wow, what is this guy doing?" And I'm like, "That's what you do, bro." But the restaurant doesn't suck though. And it's like it looked like it was going to be this whole women empowerment episode because it was like. It's like this one mean dude and like 20 women, and he's just super mean to all of them. And it's like, we got to get these women together to like, rise up and women power and fight this guy. And I'm just like, man, this show is like hitting on everything. It's amazing. I cannot wait to watch it.
Yeah?
It looked really interesting. But it's a very corny show.
Yeah.
It's like he was in disguise for like 3 minutes of this 42-minute show. As I was watching, I was like, is this episode 20 minutes long?
He should be disguised the whole time, and the whole time they just think they're taking these like weird advice from God knows who.
Incredibly talented 90-year-old man who's a very good chef. What I love about Chef Ramsay, though, what I don't see in a lot of other shows where they have like an expert judging people.
Yeah?
He actually does a lot of cooking, and he proves how good he is pretty regularly.
Sure.
He'd be like, hey, so you, like, I love Master Chef.
Yes.
He's got so many fucking shows. And he'd be like, cool, you're gonna, usually they do like a prep a salmon thing.
Okay.
Like, I need you to cut the
Clean
salmon
everything and
like get the portions out.
Yeah.
And he'll show you how to do it. He'll do it in like 8 minutes, and it's like the most incredible like thing you've ever seen.
Did you watch last season of MasterChef?
I don't think so.
It was like season 10, and they did not let you forget it.
That it was season 10? Or?
Yeah, they're like, it's season 10. It's the season. This is season 10. Welcome to MasterChef, season 10.
Oh,
the season to end all seasons.
I definitely did. To end
man.
all seasons.
It was just like, they really upped the caliber of people apparently and everything. But at one point, Gordon Ramsay he like chopped and cleaned a whole chicken. And then everyone takes off their mystery boxes, and of course, it's all the chicken that they are going to have to do themselves and prepare. He's like, but put on blindfolds.
That was a joke, though, right?
It was, yeah. We kid. We have a good time here.
We like to have a good time. They did that once. They pulled that in MasterChef. Remember when the blind lady won?
Oh, that's right.
And then it was like the next season, and she came back for like an episode. And she was like, yeah, she did it. She crushed it, and she was blind. So your challenge, here's all your ingredients, and here's a blindfold, and you have to make the food blindfolded. And they made them go for like 5 minutes before they stopped everything. And it was like, I'm like, there's no fucking way. Like, you can't do that blindfolded.
I mean, it's incredible that she did,
No, it is incredible that she did. But I mean, that's like, you can't just go instantly blind, right? And then make a fucking, like, a Michelin star meal, no matter how good a cook you are. That's like a whole different sensory mode. So I was like, there's no fucking way. And I was bummed that they stopped it because I wanted to see what they came up with at the end of the hour. But it was, I love MasterChef. And MasterChef Junior.
MasterChef Junior is great. We should do like a MasterChef Junior like bracket fantasy league.
I'd be down, dude.
Yeah, why not?
I would be super down. I love MasterChef Junior. So much so that I got season 1 of MasterChef Junior UK.
Okay.
To watch it. Because I was like, fuck yeah, more MasterChef. Just all these kids will have varying accents. Which is always fun because I like to do all the accents when they do them. And It was terrible.
Why?
I hated it. It had a completely different formula to the American one. So they do it like brackets. So each episode is 4 different kids. And then those 4 kids compete, and then halfway through it's just 2 kids, and then it's 1 kid at the end of the episode. Then the next episode is another 4 kids.
So it's like Chopped.
I guess.
Yeah.
And then at the end, those top kids all come together. I think there's 4.
Okay.
And they do like a 2-part finale, which is pretty interesting. And then they pick the winner there. But I just kind of hated it because you only got 1 to 2 episodes. Well, 2 episodes with each main kid. Where MasterChef Junior US, you get.
Oh!
You know what I mean? Doesn't that sound not as good?
It isn't as good.
I've never seen Chopped. Is that what that's like? That's a bummer.
Chopped is interesting because it's a new batch every group, you know?
Every episode?
And you have 4 people, and you have to make an appetizer, and you open up your box, and it says it needs to feature these 4 ingredients.
Okay.
And then whoever has the lowest performing appetizer gets chopped.
Oh, okay.
And then it's just down to 3, and it's an entree course.
Okay.
And then it goes down to 2, and it's a dessert course.
Okay.
And that's what Chopped is. And then whoever wins.
I could be down for that, but like all 30 people at once, and then start chopping them off.
Battle Royale.
And chop the bottom like 4. And then chop 1 at a time. Like every reality competition show. I like to, because what I like a lot about those is there's characters that I'm like, oh, I hate that person and I like that person. I hate that person the most and I like that person the most. And you start rooting for and against people. But if it's every single episode they mix it up, it always takes me a few episodes to kind of get into it.
Like to learn who you want to root for
I like and
stuff.
who I don't like.
Yeah.
So when they switch it up every episode, that's why I was like, I'm not really into that. Because my favorite part about MasterChef Junior is hating children. I hate you, kid. They're all rich.
Did it!
And we're done!
Not
After
yet.
we get this thing, because
Not
I gotta
yet.
put in this sound effect. There it is. Yep, that's it.
Yippee!
Was that your sound effect?
No, that was...
What do you want me to do with that?
Thanks for the view. Now comment, like, and subscribe, because we're all just 2-bit players.